Hello everybody, my name is Ash and welcome back to Demon Souls. One more thing we need to do, story related. I almost missed it. There's a random slug here for some reason. This wasn't here previously. Kill it. The dull gold armour. Which is odd because that's the same armour that that woman was wearing. Female only, look at us. Dull gold armour one is war gear of high ranking women in the Highlands. Heaviness impedes stamina. Damn it. Ah, good enough. Good enough. Right, so I guess the takeaway from that is maybe she died in the swamp not long after we told her the bad news about her sibling, younger brother, whatever. Let's go back to the Nexus. Now, I did farm some faint stone, but only enough to get us to rank 4. I actually thought we were already at rank 4, so I'm kind of annoyed that we haven't got it put it behind us just yet. So, first and foremost, before we do anything, we're going to go to Stonefang and get this weapon up as high as we can. I could use my boss souls to buy some faint stone. That might be handy. It's not like I'm using half these souls for what they needed for anyway. But I kind of want to keep them for like weapon descriptions and miracle descriptions. Alright, upgrade weapon. Blessed. Meridian hammer. I'm getting there. The next rank gives us an A scaling in faith, but we need 6 chunks, which is not too bad. Look at that. It's just the shards that we're lacking. I'm kind of hoping when we do Demon Souls Remastered, I don't mind the upgrade system. I just wish I didn't need shards and chunks. Like I wish like one thing they got right with the newer games was, you know, once you get to the next level, you didn't need the smaller pieces. You just needed like imagine if you like upgrading in Dark Souls and you went from Titanite to large Titanite, but you need to use Titanite as well as large Titanite. It was, you know, a bit of a time sink. That's what I'd call it, a time sink. Anyway, we haven't gone here in a long time. We started off here, now we're not. Let's jump to the Shrine of Storms, but I want to read the Adjudicator's Archstone just so we can get a bit of lore on this. Archstone of the Demon Adjudicator. The dead given seals of the hero by the Adjudicator are taken to the Shadow Men's Shrine to be purified and mourned in the storm. Now this should be a bit easier on us because we're obviously higher level and we've got a weapon that's actually more suitable for killing skeletons. Skeletons are more pretty weak to blunt attacks, and hey, the Mirrored Hammer is a blunt weapon, so we should be alright. See up there, a guy is still up there because we're not at White World Tennessee yet. Doing a lot less damage to us, which is nice. And we're one-shotting them, so very good. And our health regen is really putting some work in as well. Look at that. Pretty dirty. This is not where it ends either. Now I wanted to come back here because we have some unfinished business. Namely this big fucker. Vanguard. He wrecked us the first time we came here. Now we're doing like a good amount of damage to him. Yes, guard break him. That's a good idea. There we go. Doesn't drop many souls, so but he does drop another Grey Demon soul, which means you can get the Dozer Axe twice in one playthrough. How about that? Wouldn't recommend it though. Wouldn't recommend killing him early level because let's face it, if we toughed it out and tried killing him like low level, what would have happened, eh? We would have just gotten 958 souls, and that would have been it. Not good. These guys are still badasses though. Don't wanna mess with these guys. We can also kill these guys here. I do recommend using the Thieves Ring in this level, by the way, because there's storm demons flying above the map. We'll just snipe and snipe and snipe. It's a real pain in the ass to navigate this area without getting hit constantly. Maybe using a bow and arrow as well to shoot them down. I actually want to go down here. And we're going to go back to the Adjudicator. Oh, we can one-shot him with a backstab. That's not too bad. Oh, I lied. We can't one-shot him with a backstab because LOL pixel health. Typical, typical, typical. This place is caked in blood. Anyway, we're at the second archstone now. Okay, thanks, game. You took your time there, mate. Oh lord. Soul remains. Hey, Grave Robert Blige is here as well. What he has to say about this whole area situation, what have you, whatever you want to call it.
Hello there. We meet again. You look terrible. Cheer up. Life is an adventure. There's somebody I ought to warn you about. A fellow who lacks common decency. They call him Patches the Hyena, and he's the one that laid that trap for me. He's the kind of person who'd stab his mother in the back. If you happen to spot him, you'll be doing us all a favour by putting him out of his misery. Have you been to the altar where sorcerers summon shadows? Well, I think someone may be trapped in the lower cavity. I heard them praying for dear life. Pity the poor fool. He probably fell for one of Patch's old tricks.
Oh, we've been told about someone that tends to pray a lot and is behind an altar.
Pity the poor fool.
You know, what can this guy sell anything interesting? Not really. Kunai sounds pretty interesting, but God, the holy arrows do sound very handy though. Don't know how often I'd use them. I think light arrows might be the way to go, even though they they have more. They have a better range than the. They have a better range than the standard arrows that we've got. Although the white arrows, which are special ceremony arrows, emits sound when it flies. It is said that sound purifies evil. That's why it's enchanted with magic. So it's also fit. I'm gonna go with holy arrows. Oh no, they're expensive. God damn it. Fire arrows. Yeah, sure, fire arrows.
All done. Good day. Be sure not to get yourself killed.
I will try my best. Thanks for that vote and confidence. Oh my god, it's the scene from the trailer. The remaster trailer, I mean. And that Grim Reaper looking guy summons the spirits of heroes from the past. Which are luckily pushovers. I'll have to do that eye laser thing, which is annoying. Can't go that way. There's a quicker way of just dealing with this shit, but I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. That one isn't even paying attention, he had his back towards us. Luckily with our weapon we had two shot in him, and this isn't even the final form. Got these prism stones are here as well, leading us behind the passage. We'll be good, we'll be good. See you. They're hard to spot, but luckily they have that glowing eye giving them away. And oh, they constantly get summoned as well. Now, honestly, this is pretty cheesy. 200 souls per kill, and they constantly respawn, and they're not that hard to kill. This is a pretty good soul farming spot. Honestly. You need to go. Obviously, if you kill this guy, you instantly kill all the other guys at the same time. Look at that progression. Nothing too bad. Okay. So head back down the stairs and we turn around. We've got another little opening here. Easy peasy. Look at that, there's a wall and an archway. I wonder what that's for. Hidden wall. Who saw that coming? Stone of Ethereal Eyes. There you go. Alright, let's go down here. Now this motherfucker down here, he is infamous. Because he's hard, he's got a lot of health, and he has a 0.5% chance of dropping a pure blade stone, and he's the only fucking enemy in the game that can drop it. Well, one of two enemies, but the other enemy is hardly worth the effort. And boosting your luck does nothing to help you, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Anyway, as we are here, this guy as well can be a pain. Chunk of Dark Moonstone. End up here. right near the archstone. Like we saw this area earlier. We've got the white bow and some white arrows. The white bow, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade that. I think it might be a colourless demon soul thing. But the white bow is a bit lighter. Oh, never mind. We're definitely not upgrading that. Why does it need? Why does it need 30 strength? Well, technically, it's not 30 strength. It's 20 strength because all bows are used in two hands. So ignore the 30 strength, but 24 dex. Yeah, no thanks. I don't think that's worth the trouble. It's got 100 base damage, but goddamn, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Head down here and follow the prism stones. And look who it is! Fancy that.
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. I didn't mean to do you wrong. Really. Come on now. We've got better things to fret about. That pit there is filled with treasure. But, I can't get to it myself. Go on. Have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of. What's keeping you? Have a look at that treasure down in the pit. Then we'll work out a way to fish it out. Have a look at that then. Don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time, starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Easy enough. Oh my god, there's a phantom there. And that item up there, World Tenancy event. And that guy doesn't have much of an aggro range. Because we can talk to this guy first. Who is this guy?
Heavens, did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa. Heavens. Well, the reverb, but pray with Umbasa.
Alright. Let's see what this guy's all about here. He's got like double katanas, which is bizarre. Chunk of Dark Moonstone and Ephemeral Eyes.
Oh, it's you. Did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today? God has chosen you, and for that we are thankful. Umbasa. God has chosen.
Umbasa to you too. I don't know what that means. I think it's like amen or something. Oh wait, let's pick up that item. Unknown Soldier's Soul. Look at him, look at him, he looks so bored.
You. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I mean, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look. I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely.
Ring of gas resistance.
Come on, let's be friends. What do you say? No need to drag each other down. No need to
Yeah. So yeah, that item there, it's just out of the way, so you can't even like drop down and grab it, which is a pain. So now that we unlocked the path, does this fella have anything else to say?
God has
Nope, he has nothing to say. Alright, moving on with the rest of the game. We will be back in this area later. And we're doing the World Tenancy event. But we gotta get it to pure white first. You see here, this door that we unlocked. Got a load of storm demons, stingrays, whatever you want to call them. All just chilling out here, dead. Got an ungodly amount of them flying outside as well. So I did mention in an earlier part when we were running past the big guys on the cliffside that, hey, at least these guys aren't the silver ones that are all nimble and shit. Well, these ones are nimble, and I've only got two of them big guys over there that we could probably run past, but I wouldn't recommend it. We've got to do enough damage to him that we don't need to worry. Chunk of Bladestone. Be a Dexy boy with the Bladestone, but don't want to farm the pure shit. So that guy's a pain in the ass because he just lasers everything in front of him. Sponged a bit of health as well. You gotta be careful with those laser boys because they will do a number on you. Do a well-timed roll. I don't think that was well-timed, that was just me spamming the roll button, but the first one I rolled past was pretty well-timed. I usually don't roll through them, I usually just eat the damage. Like that, see? Not too much damage though. And you got these sneaky little ones that will backstab you. Ah, there you are, there's a guy. And dead. And that kills the rest of them. Fantastic. Very missable, by the way. Luckily I've played this game before and know that it was there. So you gotta be careful. Use audio cues to your advantage here, because obviously I heard footsteps and I heard giggling, so that means there's something behind us. All for the sake of basic healing items, which won't even get your health back if you end up taking that much damage. I think this is where the other pure Bladestone can be dropped, but you need to be in like pure black World Tenancy for that. And black World Tenancy, the game gets significantly harder, but enemies can drop more. I don't know about more souls, but more items. Yeah, I kind of rolled through that because it's a beam with a bit of travel time. Oh shit! Don't want to get hit by another one of them. That would be bad for the health. Alright. Now, I do like this level, but if you die or die to the boss, it's not... This level doesn't have much in the way of shortcuts, so it's a very punishing level if you die on it. Got these like glowing sprites, I guess you want to call them, and down below these pearlescent slugs, which are kind of very similar to the slugs in Valley of Defilement, except these are like enchanted, and their slime is made of sticky white stuff, which is where the sticky white stuff comes from. We don't need the sticky white stuff because we have already infused our weapon with something that generates magic damage by itself. But if we're using a basic weapon and we're relying on buffs, well, this is where you can farm it. Huh? I ended up going around in a big old circle there. Look at hell. Huh. Strange. Oh well, oh well. Let's keep going. Hug the edges. I thought let's just drop down. I do find the brightness of this area a bit disorientating. That hurt. I didn't even see that coming. Anyway, we came down here for this weapon. Ronin's Ring and Hiltless. Hiltless is a weird one. So, Ronin's Ring. Reduced rate of weapon wear. Ring made from faraway land, known for its swordsmithing, and is said to be imbued with a distinct spell. And the weapon we picked up is a katana. A hiltless uchi katana. It has a blade that seems faintly wet and is forged by a famous swordsmith in a distant country. But since the wielder must grip the blade, it's extremely difficult to handle, causing damage to the wielder. I think it only applies damage as you hit stuff. I think. So, yeah, so it's basically like the Chaos Blade from the Souls games. Of course, since we've got health regen, we could actually use this weapon pretty effectively if we had the stats for it, but we don't, so we'll give it a skip. Don't remember picking up a dagger, by the way. I don't know why I've got a dagger on my person. I'm just going to keep going through the level. You've got all these like souls hovering around the corpses here. This next boss is going to be interesting. Legendary soldiers. Boss fight hasn't initiated yet, but you can see you can kind of see a figure on the wall over there. Not the one in front of us, like in the background. Right over there is a bit of a weird figure. You see that this guy's interest in the fact that he is completely blind, and we're using the Thief's Ring, so his ability to hear us is kind of hindered. There's the corpse of that. A war scythe. Wow, I didn't know they could drop that. Guess there's no such thing as a great scythe in this game, so yeah, we can actually loot the area and get holy arrows, so that gives us something to work with in the next area. But yeah, he's kind of a pushover, because you know, if you had a bow and arrow, if you wanted to, you could kill him purely at range here. I'll just run over here. I think my fire sword might do more to it, to be honest. But yeah, it's like over there. I didn't even give chase. Now, I've been making a mistake of like two-handing this weapon because I don't really get any extra damage for two-handing. You can still, if he hits you, you can still do a bit of damage though. I will actually heal up because I've taken off half of my health regen shit. It's just the shield that's doing it now. Of course, if I can't see where I'm going. And he has the typical stab the floor AoE blast that a lot of Souls bosses get. But think of him as like, when you're fighting him, he's kind of like a blind stray demon. Of course, if you're close to him and you're rolling around, he's still going to know where you are because he can hear you. The Thief Ring is only so good to a certain degree. Like he's putting his hand out there after he swung his weapon to like feel around the area, but fortunately for us, we're amazing and we took the piss out of him. And we revived, very good. And with that, we should have a white world tendency. Hero Demon's Soul.
May the heavens gaze favorably upon you, Umbasa.
And the Disciple of God has disappeared, and now we have this guy with all these what's he got, like bread, fruit and wines and all sorts of fancy stuff. Good for him.
Thanks to you, I was able to seek refuge in this nexus. Now I stay here and pray, along with my disciples, for the heroes facing the demons. If you wish for benevolent protection in your fight against the demons, then bring me demon souls. I will cleanse them and perform a miracle with their power.
So now we can get miracles from him. Not only the miracles that we had before, but boss soul miracles. So let's have a look. You've got Antidote, which is very basic. Cures poisoning. Regular demon souls. Cures use of any elements, which would have been handy against the plague, but whatever. This miracle is a counter sign against the poison and disease that accumulated in the Filth Valley floor. Regeneration. Miracle of the Demon Adjudicator's soul. Recovers the user's HP a little at a time. The miracle is a counter sign against the Pagan Adjudicator, who devours humans. The boss that we just got killed can give us this miracle. Revives user from death only once. Not my thing, and it costs like 100 MP, which we can't afford at all. The miracle is a counter-sign for pagans who worship death and the dead. Evacuate, which will be good for our farming. The next binds powerful souls. This miracle harnesses that power. Hidden soul, miracle found in Boletaria. It hides the caster's soul, making them harder to detect by black phantoms. Black phantoms that prowl the land of Boletaria are extremely dangerous and are enemies of God and man alike. Resurrection that we get from the Maiden of Stride's soul, which is completely useless now because we don't have online capability. But if you want the miracle, the miracle trophy for getting all the miracles, you're gonna have to make this. Returns any phantom near the caster to their own world, granting them their living body. Now, in theory, this would have been a nice little thing to have. You summon somebody, then you kick them out of your world, but you also restore their humanity, so they don't have to be successful. But it kind of kills the co-op. Like, some people want to play co-op for the sake of co-op, but if they get resurrected, it's like, okay, they've had co-op for about 2 seconds. Kind of sucks for them, but whatever. Nice idea on paper, but bad for online etiquette, I guess. God's Wrath. Oh, this requires 100 MP. We're going to have to get our MP up at some point. Miracle of Dragon God's Soul generates a strong blast of force around the caster. The miracle represents the power of God against tremendous malice and is one of the greatest miracles, aiding all who are righteous. So what we want is Evacuate, which actually will cost us some souls to actually buy. God's Wrath and Regeneration. Those are the ones that we're interested in. I don't think I'll have any need for Cure. No, I don't need to go back to the Valley of Defilement. So, except for farming, but I don't need Cure. I've killed all the plague babies. That's kind of on its own there. Remember Miracle. And we actually have 3 miracle slots. How about that? So Evacuate, Regeneration, and Heal. That'll do. We can't cast, like, every time we cast something, we're going to have to use an old spice. But if we get our MP up, we'll start having some fun.
If you truly are a disciple, then you must have a talisman in God's image. Heavenly miracles occur in Boletaria through the talismans. God has granted this accursed land with a special power. It is God's way of telling us we must stand up to the demons. After the dark arts spread across the land, holy miracles were witnessed once again. The will of God is clear. We must defeat the demons, annul the curse of Boletaria, and purge the evil magicians who manipulate those accursed souls. As you know, souls are a source of evil power emanating from the demons. King Alant was overcome by a lust for such power, and has placed Boletaria in her present predicament. Old Frake and the Candle Maiden are no exception. We must defeat the demons, annul the curse of Boletaria, and purge the evil magicians who manipulate those accursed souls. Old Frake and the candle... God bless this brave warrior. Umbasa.
Umbasa to you too. Now, speaking of brave warriors, over here we haven't got one.
You have rescued the Honorable One. I express my deepest gratitude. You have relieved me of a great onus. Oh, thank God. Umbasa.
Oh, thank God indeed.
Do you have any connection to Patches the Hyena? I trust not. He is a depraved, vile man, and he deserves no allies. I hope that an outstanding hero such as yourself is selective when making associations. By the way, I highly recommend the companionship of the jovial sage Urbane.
Sage? He's not a sage, he's a saint. You're thinking of Sage Frake? Sage, you getting Sage Frake and Saint Urbane mixed up? Come on.
Oh, thank God, Umbasa.
Oh, thank God, Umbasa.
Oh, thank Umbasa.
Oh dear, do you have anything new to say?
May the heavens...
Umbasa, okay, okay. Doing okay for ourselves here. Does Dick Features have anything else to say?
What do you want? I have no...
Oh, well with you. Oh, well with you.
Thou seekest soul power, dost thou not? Then
Touch the demon inside you, don't mind if I do. So you need intelligence for MP. It's weird. Intelligence is like basically attunement. It's basically attunement and magic is intelligence if you want to compare it to Dark Souls.
So the world might be mended.
Spell memory. Also, you need intelligence and magic for for magic spells memory. It's weird how Faith you could have your miracle memory and your spell memory all in one stat, but if you're a sorcerer, you're going to need to level up intelligence and magic. It's kind of a weird one. Kind of a weird one.
Art thou done?
Anyway, I'm going to call that an episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.